Dear students, good morning. In previous class, we have studied the definition and the construction of parallel lines. In this class, we shall study chapter 14, properties of parallel lines. Before that, once again, we recall the definition of parallel lines. Two lines, see here L and M. Two lines L and M are said to be parallel if there are two conditions. Number one, they lie in the same plane, that is in the same plane there is no boundary at all, so in same plane. And second, they do not intersect however far they are extended. Suppose if you are extending on both sides, you should not intersect. So in these two conditions, we are called that two lines are parallel lines. Now the other term of transversal. Transversal is also a line which intersects two or more lines at distinct points is called a transversal. See in this figure, this is a transversal. This line is transversal. So let two parallel lines L and M cut by a transversal T. That is, these are the L and M are the parallel lines, and transversal is also a one line. It cuts the parallel line in distinct points. That is, 2 points it cuts. Now we have to show that what are the angles formed here. Number one, corresponding angles. What is corresponding angles? Corresponding angles of pair of angles, one exterior, other one the interior angles on the same side of the transversal are known as corresponding angles. In this figure, angle 1 and 5, that is angle 1 exterior angle, angle 5 interior angle on the same side of the transversal. In the same way, number 4, angle 4 is interior angle, angle 8 is exterior angle. These two angles are corresponding angles. Now you come to this side. In the same way, angle 2 exterior angle, angle 6 is interior angle. These two angles are corresponding angles. In the same way, on the same side of the transversal. The same way, angle 3 and angle 3 is interior angle, angle 7 is exterior angle. So angle 3 and C are known as, that is, the corresponding angles. Number 2, alternate interior angles. Interior, you know that interior means inside. Alternate interior angles. Alternate, that means opposite. Interior, that is inside that are parallel lines. Opposite, that is angle 3 and angle 5 are the opposite to each other. So they are known as alternate interior angles. Same way, angle 4 and angle 6 is opposite to each other inside that parallel line. They are known as alternate interior angles. Number 3, alternate exterior angles. Alternate means opposite to each other. Now come this figure, see this figure. Angle 1 and angle 7 are opposite to each other. Both are outside, that is outside that parallel line. See here, 1 and 7 are alternate exterior angle. In the same way, angle 2 and angle 8 are the alternate exterior angles. Number 4, consecutive interior angles. Consecutive means, you know that, adjacent. See here in this figure, angle 3 and angle 6. Both the angles are inside the parallel lines and adjacent to each other. So these two angles are known as consecutive interior angles or co-interior angles. In the same way, that is same side, that should be important. Angle 3 and angle 6 lie on the same side of the transversal inside that parallel lines. In the same way, angle 4 and angle 5 lie on the same side of the transversal inside that parallel line. They are known as co-interior angle or consecutive interior angles. Now regarding these angles, what is the theorem? If two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, then so the angles of each pair of corresponding angles are equal. You know that already we have studied what is corresponding angles. So angle 1 equal to angle 5. See in this figure, angle 1 equal to angle 5. Angle 4 equal to angle 8. Corresponding means same side of the transversal. In the same way, angle 2 equal to angle 6. Angle 3 equal to angle 7. So if if the given lines are parallel, then these corresponding angles should be equal. Number 2, the angles of each pair of alternate interior angles are equal. Come to this figure. Angle 3 and angle 5 opposite to each other. So this angle 3 equal to angle 5, angle 4 equal to angle 6. In the same way, exterior angles also equal. Angle 1 equal to angle 7, angle 2 equal to angle 8 also. Number 3, the sum of the consecutive interior angles is 180 degree. That is consecutive interior angles. The other name is co-interior angles. See this figure, that is angle 3 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. That is on the same side of the transversal inside the parallel line, that is known as co-interior angle. So the sum of co-interior angle, angle 3 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. Similarly, angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree. Now moving on to exercise 14. The given two lines L and M are parallel, cut by a transversal T. The conditions, 3 conditions, remember that. Number 1, corresponding angles are equal. Number 2, alternate interior, alternate exterior angles are equal, and co-interior angle sum equal to 180 degree. Now we will see that in this question. See here in the given figure, L and M are parallel. This is a sign of that parallel, that is symbol of that parallel lines, and T is a transversal, and angle 5 equal to 70 degree. Only one angle is given, that is 70 degree. Find the measure of each of the angles. Here we have to find out angle 1, angle 3, angle 4 and angle 8. Before that, you know that angle 1 and angle 5 are the corresponding angles on the same side of the transversal. One is exterior angle, other one is interior angle. So these two angles must be same. So angle 1 equal to angle 5. Here in the question, angle 5 is given, that is 70 degree. So angle 5 equal to angle 1, that is corresponding angle. Now you have to write the reason. So angle 5, angle 1 equal to 70 degree. Number 1 we have find out. Now we move on to angle 3. Same way, angle 3 and angle 1, this is the line, and another line T is cut by, so that is a vertically opposite angles. In the previous lesson you have studied vertically opposite angle, that is angle 1 and angle 3 are a vertically opposite angle, so they are also equal. So you will write the reason in this way: vertically opposite angle, angle 3 equal to angle 1, which is equal to 70 degree, because already proved angle 1 equal to 70 degree. So here angle 3 equal to also 70 degree. Now the third question is angle 4. Now we have to find out angle 4. Angle 4, now you see that this is a line, this is a ray, the other transversal up to this point, this is a ray, a line, a ray stand on a line, form a linear pair. You have studied in previous chapter. So angle 1 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degree. See here the reason is linear pair. Angle 1, you know that from the previous solution, 70 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degree. Then angle 4 equal to 180 minus 70 degree, which is equal to 110 degree. So now we have find out angle 4. The last one, angle 8. You know that angle 4 and angle 8 are the corresponding angles on the same side of the transversal. One is the interior angle, other one is the exterior angle. So angle 4 is equal to angle 8. Angle 4 already we have find out, that is 110 degree. So therefore angle 8 is also 110 degree. So at last we will write the answers together. Angle 1 equal to 70 degree, angle 3 equal to 70 degree, angle 4 equal to 110 degree, angle 8 equal to 110 degree. Here in this question only 4 angles are given. So if you want to find out angle 2, angle 6, 7 also, you have to write the reason and you have to find out in this way. Number 2, two parallel lines L and M, that is two parallel lines L and M are cut by a transversal T if the interior angles of the same side of TB, interior angles, that means inside the parallel lines on the same side. That is very important, same side. This is either this side or this side. I have written here in this side. Or side 2x minus 8 degree, other one 3x minus 7 degree. So first you have to mark it, all those things in the figure. Find the measure of each of these angles. You know that if the given two lines are parallel, co-interior angle sum equal to 180 degree. So first you will solution, how will you write it? L is parallel to M, T is the transversal, then the sum of the co-interior angles equal to 180 degree. So 2x minus 8 plus 3x minus 7 equal to 180 degree. Then solving the equation, so add the separation of variable and constant. 2x plus 3x is 5x, which is equal to 180 minus 15. Here it is minus 15, so in this side transposition plus 15, so 5x equal to 195, then x is equal to 39. After finding the value of x, you will apply this value in the given two angles in the form of x. It is given that in the terms of x, we will apply it. 2x minus 8 equal to 2 into the value of x is 39 minus 8 equal to 78 minus 8, which is equal to 70 degree. The same way 3x minus 7, which is equal to 3 into 39 minus 7, which is equal to 117 minus 7 is equal to 110. After finding this answer, if you add it, 110 and 70 is equal to 180 degree. Because you have written here the sum of the co-interior angle is equal to 180 degree. If you add it, you should get 180 degree. In this way, you can check your answer also. So now move on to next question, number 3. In the given figure, again L and M are the parallel lines. If S and T are be transversal, S is one transversal, T is other one transversal, such that S is not parallel to T. So the transversal S and T are not parallel. Find the values of X and Y. In the figure it is given the X and Y, you have to find out. See the figure first. Here only the 50 degree, here it is given there. Here one angle 1 is given, angle 2 here written there. You have to find the values of X and Y. Here angle 1 equal to 50. Why? Because the two lines intersect and the vertically opposite angles are equal, you know that. So 50 degree is equal to angle 1. So you will write the reason, vertically opposite angle 1 equal to 50 degree. And after that, now we have to find out angle X. These angle 1 and angle X are the co-interior angles. You know that these two sums, angle 1 plus angle X equal to 180 degree. See here, angle 1 plus angle X equal to 180 degree, co-interior angles. The reason is very important, you have to write it in the bracket. Then you solve it, angle 1 equal to 50 degree, 50 plus X is equal to 180 degree, then X is equal to 180 minus 50, which is equal to 130 degree. Now come to Y angle. Here angle 2 is given, angle 2 is equal to angle Y, because two lines, that is T transversal and line parallel and L cuts and make an intersecting point, that is opposite, vertically opposite angles are equal. So angle Y equal to angle 2. First we have to write down. Then here it is given that in the figure, here it is 65. We know that is angle 2, it is angle Y plus 65. 2 plus 65 is equal to 180 degree, that is co-interior angles. So angle Y is equal to angle Y, or that is, now we have to find out angle Y. Angle Y equal to 180 minus 65, which is equal to 115 degree. Because why I have written here Y? Because we are going to find out Y. We know that angle Y equal to angle 2. Angle 2 plus 65 is equal to co-interior angle. Question number 4. See the figure here. In the adjoining figure, it is given that CE is parallel to BA. CE is parallel to BA and angle BAC, this angle is 80 degree. Angle ECD, this angle is 35 degree. Now you have to find out angle ACE, that is angle ACE, this angle you have to find out. Then angle ACB, that means this angle you have to find out. Then ABC, that means angle B you have to find out. Now first we have to write down what is the information given in the question. CE is parallel to BA, CE is parallel to BA And which is transversal? AC is transversal. Then first number 1, angle BAC is given. BAC, that is BAC, this is given 80. These are the parallel lines cut by a transversal. Then this is alternate interior angle, that is ACE. This angle is 80 degree. That is, you can say that ACE or ECA, both are same. That is equal to 80 degree. Reason is alternate interior angle. So therefore angle ACE is equal to 80 degree. Number 2, angle ACB. Now we have to find out ACB, that means these angles. This is one triangle, ABC is a triangle. We know that the sum of all angles, that is angle A plus angle B plus angle ACB. Why we are saying using 3 letters? Because the angle C is divided into 3 angles. This one, this one, this one. So we have to, in a triangle ABC means we have to write it in this way, angle ACB. See here, angle ACB plus angle ACE, angle ACE, this plus angle ECD equal to 180 degree. Here angle C is divided into 3 parts I told. So this one angle ACB and angle ACE, this other one, and ECD is this. This angle is divided into 3 parts. This is one theorem you have studied in the previous chapter. That is, the angles on the same line, the same side of the line forms a linear pair. That is a 180 degree, that is straight line. So here 180 degree. Reason is sum of all angles formed on the same side of a line at a given point. So ACB we have find out here. What is an ACB? Now we have to find out. Then ACE from the previous answer, that is 80 degree, and ECD it is given there, that is 35 degree, which is equal to 180 degree. So angle ACB equal to 180 minus 105. Add these two, that is 105, which is equal to 75 degree. Number 3 is we have to find out angle ABC. So angle ABC, this one we have to find out. So we have to take the triangle ABC. So angle A plus angle ABC and angle ACB is equal to 180 degree. That is angle sum property of a triangle. ABC we don't know, now we are going to find out, plus angle BAC, that is given 80 degree, plus angle ACB we have find out earlier from the earlier answer, that is 75 degree, which is equal to 180 degree. So therefore angle ABC equal to 180 minus sum of 80 plus 75 is 155. Subtract it, the answer is 25 degree. So hence angle ACE equal to 80 degree, angle ACB equal to 75 degree, angle ABC equal to 25 degree. After finding all the answers one by one, at last you write the answer together. So while doing all those questions, just using the 3 conditions and solve the questions. Next question number 5. See the question in the adjoining figure. It is being given that AO is parallel to CD. See the figure, AO and CD is the parallel line, and OB and CE is the parallel line, and angle AOB, this is 50 degree. Find the measure of ECD, that means this angle you have to find out. Now first we have to take AO and CD is parallel line cut by a transversal OB. We have to write down first. Then angle AOB is equal to angle CDB, because this is a corresponding angle. That is, this is a 2 parallel line, one interior angle, one exterior angle on the same side of the transversal. That is angle CDB is 50 degree. Then come to angle OB, that is a line OB, and CE is the parallel line cut by a transversal CD. We know that already, we find out CDB is 50 degree. Then ECD, now we have to find out ECD plus angle BDC is equal to co-interior angle, because this is the two parallel line cut by a transversal, that is interior angle sum equal to 180 degree, that is co-interior angle sum equal to 180 degree. Now you see here angle BDC plus angle ECD equal to 180 degree co-interior angle. BDC we have already find out, that is 50 degree, plus angle ECD now we are going to find out, which is equal to 180 degree. Therefore angle ECD equal to 180 minus 50 is equal to 130 degree. While doing these questions, just whatever the information given in the questions, you have to use all the information, then only you have to find out the answers. Question number 6. See in the adjoining figure, line AB, line CD is the parallel line, and angle ABO, that is ABO, this angle is 50 degree, and angle CDO equal to 40 degree. Find the measure of angle BOD, that is BOD, complete this angle is asked. So now we have to construct one more parallel line parallel to line AB and CD. That is in between we have to draw the parallel line, that is EF. Now AB parallel line is, AB is parallel to EF and parallel to CD also. So now we will take parallel line AB and EF. These are the two parallel lines cut by a transversal OB. So using the theorem, what is that? Is a co-interior, that is a alternate interior angle, this angle, that is ABO is equal to angle BOF. Okay, BOF, that is a alternate interior angle. BOF equal to 50 degree. This part only, the upper part. Now we come to the second part. EF is a and CD are the parallel line cut by a transversal OD. So CDO it is given 40 degree. In the same way FOD, this is the alternate interior angle FOD. This angle is alternate interior angle, that is 40 degree. So you come here, that is we have find out. We know that the question is BOD. This angle we have to find out both. Now we have to add this part and this part, then we will get BOD. So BOD equal to angle BOF plus angle DOF. BOF is 50 degree and DOF, this is 40 degree. 50 plus 40 equal to 90 degree, which is given there. So angle BOD equal to 90 degree. Question number 7. In the given figure ABCD, this is a quadrilateral in which AB is parallel to CD. This arrow mark sign is, that is a parallel line, and AD is parallel to BC. These two are parallel and these two are parallel. And now we have to prove that, what is the question here? Prove that angle ADC, that is angle ADC, this angle is equal to this angle, that is opposite angles are equal. Now we have to prove it. So first we will take AB and DC parallel line cut by a transversal AD. You know that the co-interior angle sum equal to 180 degree, that is ADC, this plus BAD. These two angle are co-interior angle, that sum equal to 180 degree. We will write it here first. Now we will take the next parallel line, that is AD and BC is parallel line and AB is transversal. Now we have to see that what are the two co-interior angles? Angle ABC, this angle, plus angle BAD. These two angles are co-interior angles, that sum equal to 180 degree. I have written here. So the previous one is equation 1 and equation 2. So both are 180 degree. Now we will compare both the angles. That is from equation 1, angle ADC plus angle BAD is equal to angle ABC plus angle BAD. In both sides angle BAD is common, so we have to cancel it. Then so what is rest here? Angle ADC equal to angle ABC, that is opposite two angles are equal. In the same way, similarly you can prove that angle A equal to angle C. Question number 8. In the given figure AB and CD is parallel lines and CA has been produced to E, so that this is a transversal, it is produced to E. So that angle BAE equal to 125 degree. Then the rest of the angles are given. BAC x degree, angle ABD is x degree, and BDC this is y degree, and angle ACD it is given the z degree. Now we have to find the values of x, y and z. First, only one measurement is given here. Using this we have to find all the variables, that is unknown variable. Now we have to angles of these variables we have to find out. First, angle EAB that is equal to 125 degree plus angle BAC is x degree. The sum of these two angles, this is a line, this is a ray, line cut by a transversal, that is a cut by a transversal, that is line. So make a linear pair. So EAB plus angle BAC equal to 180 degree. EAB is given 125 degree. BAC it is given x. So 125 plus x is equal to 180 degree. So x is equal to 180 minus 125, that is equal to 55 degree. So the angle BAC is 55 degree. Here also x is given. So this ABD is also 55 degree. Now we move on to how to find y degree. Now come here, that is angle ABD plus angle BDC, where it is ABD, this angle and this angle, that is x plus y is co-interior angles, because AB and CD is a parallel line cut by a transversal. The sum of co-interior angles equal to 180 degree, that is x plus y equal to 180 degree. So 55, already we find out ABD plus y equal to 180 degree, then y equal to 180 minus 55 equal to 125 degree. So the y equal to 125 degree. Now move on to Z. In the same way, AB and CD is a parallel line cut by a transversal CE. So the co-interior angle sum x plus z equal to 180 degree. X we find out, that is 55 plus z equal to 180 degree. X is equal to, that is z equal to 180 minus 55, which is equal to 125 degree. So hence x is equal to 55 degree, y equal to 125 degree, z equal to 125 degree. While doing all those questions, you draw the figure and then you write down the measurement given, and you have to find out using the three conditions of the parallel lines.